everyone. Welcome to Mwsstudios, where we create freedom doing what we love. Today we have a very special guest. Go ahead.
Yakaniachaad, aka Big Yank the Motivator.
Yep, that's nice. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So today I want to bring you here, where I bring independent creators, local artists, people who is just trying to do something with their abilities in this world. And we talk about the real, the nitty-gritty, the things that's going on in their world. So the whole process is really about you. So let's talk about who you are and where you're from.
Like I said before, I go by the name of Yakaniachaad. From St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm a recording artist.
Mm. That's awesome.
Content creator, not to cut you off.
Okay, you good. That's good. I'm glad. So people need to know that, and I wanted to have a few questions where if most people know, but some people don't know, how did you get started in the music industry?
I ain't in the music industry. Yeah, I'm more independent.
Well, that's what I meant by as an independent artist, you are considered in the music industry because you're doing it yourself.
Right. Yeah, I started doing music, recording music when I was 16. I started writing music when I was 13, and then I recorded my first song when I was like 16 years old.
Mm.
I liked my voice, and I just kept trying to do it.
So what was your first song?
My first, I can't even really remember. I remember when I recorded it. My mom paid for the session, and they had me freestyle, and that was like the first like actual recording that I ever done. So yeah, I don't know where that's at. Somebody,
Oh, that's lost. That's lost in the space.
yeah, that's lost. Yeah, lost file.
So, what inspired you to really do the music thing?
I say a lot of rappers, and just it started off like a diary type, therapy type, writing music. That's where it came from, like being therapy, writing music,
Mm-hmm.
writing how I felt, and then later down the line, like music, like artists started influencing it more, like Tupac, Snoop, Wayne, a lot of artists, you know.
Okay. So you're inspired by a lot of artists that's already been out. Um, are you still inspired by those same artists, or is it just new artists, or are you just inspired by things that you do based on your own stuff?
Yeah, type. It's a little bit of both.
Mm.
Like as I started making music, like I'm like, yeah, I'm actually kind of good at this. So let me keep trying to do this shit. You know, could I cuss?
Hey, it's your world, man. It's your world.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm like, let me keep trying to do this, and then other artists motivate me as well.
Mm. Do you have any favorites?
Well, Nipsey Hussle, he passed. He was one of them.
Mm.
Definitely one of them. He represented the grind, and that's basically what I'm on as an independent artist, grinding,
Okay.
trying to brand, you know.
Have you worked with any other independent artists?
For sure, but like lately, I just been working on independent like projects.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to collab more with a lot of artists for sure.
Okay, so since we're talking about, independent projects, could you walk me through your creative process on developing a new song?
Well, since I don't have the time luxury, like to like be in the studio late night sometimes, do the funds, how it was, I would already have my songs wrote. So once I went to the studio, it wasn't no 100 takes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta keep, tapping, punching me in. I already got it wrote. I
Mm-hmm.
damn near take it type. So I basically be already prepared before I hit the studio. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if I got the luxury, we in the studio, we in there all night. I punch in, I don't even really gotta write.
Really?
I don't even gotta write. I just have them punch me in wherever I left off if I don't want to take.
Okay, okay. So on average, do you have like a schedule of how long you be in the studio?
Like, yeah, like I said, like due to luxury, not having the luxury, I don't got my own studio yet. So I write the whole project. I get beats first and foremost,
Hmm.
and then I write to them, and then go lay it down.
How many projects have you worked on?
I got a couple. You did like three of my project cover
Hmm.
art. So, work with bro. He do the art.
Oh yeah, so for those who don't know, we're actually brothers. So we're blood brothers. I didn't know he was really into the music industry like that. And the fact that he came out with a song, he said, "Hey, I'm about to make this song." And I'm a graphic designer, so I've been designing for a very long time. He said, "Hey," I listened to the song, and then I made a cover, his first cover. Then he kept doing them after that, and I was like, okay, he need another cover. So I just made a cover after cover, not really sure what he was doing with it, and he just kind of created his own space.
For sure.
Yeah, one of my favorite covers. Well, I won't say cover, more so songs, is the Humanity and Honor. Uh,
Yeah,
I think it's the Daytona Genius one, Live Life. That one, that's still one of my favorite songs. That came out like 9 years ago. That's like an anthem for me, and I still bump it like every other day.
sure, for sure. I appreciate that one.
Yeah, so most of them
Yeah.
likes is pretty much for me. Playing it on repeat. So, I,
Sure, for sure.
so my next question is, how do you approach writing a song? Like, I know you spend time in the studio, but how do you approach writing a song that you really like doing or want to get off your chest?
It depends on how I feel and the beat.
The beat.
Yeah, most majority of the time the beat. Or I used to just write like songs or lyrics.
Mm,
But I prefer to have a beat now
okay.
because I hate the writing process and then you can't even find a beat to go with it.
So how do you write your songs? Do you use your phone, laptop, or you just write it out? Or it's just
I used to really like write it down in composition. Now everything digital, so I just write it on my phone. It's easier. It do make it easier.
okay.
But it ain't nothing like writing it down on a paper. I feel like you can manifest a lot doing that.
That is true. Do you have some special songs? Like, do you ever go back to the composition book and write? And if so, do you have any special songs that you will like write in the composition book?
Man, I haven't wrote in the composition in some years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't wrote in the composition in years. Just
Would
off the phone where it'd be, like I said, punching in, freestyling.
mm, will you ever
Yeah.
go will you ever go back to that style?
Writing it,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. So everything's
I don't think
digital. It
so.
makes it easier for you. I
Cause I
understand.
got clowned in the studio one time for doing, cause I was the only one still writing in the composition. They're like, man, if you put that up, I ain't care then, but it's like, nah, I see what they mean.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you met a lot of interesting people in the studio.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Have they been helpful to you?
Yeah, I seen a lot of other I went to a music school. That's when I really started like recording music at high school for recording arts.
Mm,
I got to meet a lot of artists there, and I learned from a few where learning how to control the room, being
hmm
confident, and utilizing people around you,
mm.
and really just moving like you already a superstar.
Okay.
I don't know arrogant stuff, but just know who you are and be confident.
Okay. So since we're on the subject, As far as your independent career, have you done shows?
Yup, I done show, but not enough. But I definitely done some shows. But that's what I'm gonna be working on from here on out. Is like getting more shows, but
Hmm.
even going out of state and
Okay.
getting more shows. But I didn't really have a lot of music then. But now I got a nice amount of music to
Okay.
do shows.
And when in shows, have you opened before?
Opened up for somebody?
Yeah.
No, not yet. I want to be strategic with that. Like
Uh-huh.
open up with somebody that we kind of like complement each other or something.
Hmm.
It's not a total different sound, you know what I mean?
Is it hard booking shows?
Kind of. If your name not buzzing,
Hmm.
it's kind of hard to get them. But like far as the city, no.
Okay. Okay. Do you plan on expanding outside the city?
Oh, for sure, for sure. That's the only way.
Okay. So, how did you come up with the name, with your name? How did that came to be?
Oh, that's a good question. It was actually from a church I was going to. It's really it's Hebrew. It means humble one,
Mm.
and they give out spiritual names, and that's what was given to me, and I kind of took a liking to it and just made it my rap name.
Oh, that's a good name. I like the way that sounds. Humble
Yep,
one. I, I,
humble.
I'll rock with that. I rock
Yeah,
with that. I said I never knew. Like I was always curious. We used to, when we were younger, we used to hang out. But then as we grew up, we went on different paths. So I got ever since you sent me your song and I listened to it, I got more interested in the music industry more and more on the independent side, and
right,
watching you grow as an individual with all these different songs. I like to study and watch people a lot. And you have a nice little catalog on YouTube.
right.
You have what, 7, 8 albums out?
Yeah, for sure. A
And
lot.
and you produce those all yourself, right?
Oh, nah, nah. Pretty soon, that's one goal as well to learn how to make beats.
Mm, mm.
It ain't like far fetched. It'd be like second nature once I start doing it because I've been around people doing it, so it's like it won't be hard once I
It's,
just lock in.
mm. So when you create your songs, right? Do you do just audio only, or do you do audio and video, like shoot a music video?
Yeah, and that's another point. I want to. Well, I'm going to shoot a lot of more videos because now I see everything's visual.
Hmm.
And when people listen to my music, they like, you need a video for this because they can see it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's like one number one on my goal list to do more video. I
Okay.
might even slow up on recording songs and just focus on shooting videos.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Yeah,
Because people want to see what you're doing, and they want to see if you buy what you're talking about.
that is true. That's true. And most people are interested. And if they like what they like, they'll come back for more. So if you deliver a good content, they're definitely gonna come back. They're gonna share it. So this is why YouTube and other platforms are important. Um,
Definitely.
yeah. So now that you've been in your career for some time, how long have you been doing this total? With
Uh,
eight, with 7 to 8 albums out now. How long you been doing this?
for quite some time now. But I count like 2017 because that's when I was actually putting money into it, my own money
Okay.
into it.
Okay.
I ain't really start really putting money into it till like 2017.
So 2017 up to now, that's impressive. That's impressive. So since you've been in the game, well, music industry game that long on an independent level, what is what is the biggest challenge you face in your career so far?
Um, just staying locked in and like waking my city up more. Like they
Mhm.
woke up. But I know I can build a bigger impact, and I'm not trying to blame support or nothing because it's
Yeah,
all me at the end of the day.
true.
So I'm just trying to build a bigger impact locally and globally.
Makes sense. That makes
But
sense.
really, to answer your question, the main hiccup is like getting it heard more, getting
Yeah,
my music heard by different people.
yeah.
Because anybody that listen to it be good results, good reviews, but it's just getting the masses to hear it
Mm.
instead of being local, you know.
Yeah, they got different platforms you can put your stuff on, so that makes sense. It'll spread out faster. Try to use the
Yeah,
internet to your advantage. And also there's local groups as well that you can be a part of. You know, you got a network, get into those spaces. But yeah,
for sure.
I was gonna say, do you have any moment or project that you're particularly proud of since you've been on this journey?
I say my recent work. I got a still on it project. It's a part one and part two. They was EPs, and then I got a part three coming
Mm,
this month.
mm.
It's gonna be like 16 songs, and after that,
Wow,
I'm just shooting videos after that.
that's cool. Do you plan
I'm
on
trying to
doing?
I'm gonna get a video shot for each project. 'Cause
Yeah,
since it's three, I'm gonna shoot three videos for one of each track, one of each project to
okay.
one song, video to one song, and just try
Yeah,
to keep that consistency going with the video.
okay. I was just about to ask you about that. Do you plan on putting videos to each track? So I'm glad you
Yeah,
answered that question. Um,
yeah, definitely.
how do you see the industry evolving as a well, how do you see the industry that you're in now evolving as an independent creator?
It definitely evolved. It actually making it easier
Uh-huh.
to an extent. I won't even say to an extent like they
It's
making
easy.
it easier though.
Okay, okay.
For artists,
Yep.
but it's always a hiccup or a setback. But you know, if you keep going, I believe you can do it. I know I can do it.
Okay.
I can make it happen. I'm really just trying to build my fan base like a cult following, like just loyal fans,
That
listeners.
makes
I don't even like calling them fans,
listeners. Okay.
listeners and supporters.
That makes a whole lot of sense. You know, you got to build that.
Family. Yeah.
Yeah, the family. You got to build the family that people, when you drop something, they're gonna listen to it regardless.
Right.
It definitely makes sense. Um, what trends or changes are you excited about for the future
Uh,
in this industry?
I'm focused on creating the trend. We the creators, so
Yeah,
I don't really care about the trends they making, you know. But it is what it is. I can't like knock it. But I'm definitely trying to create my own trends coming.
that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
So you're a real trailblazer out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Are there any things you're concerned about in the industry now as an independent?
More concern. Oh, like I said, making it easier to an extent, but it's like album sales ain't really. It ain't about album sales no more. It's more like streaming.
Streaming.
But it's still like the big artists, some is still doing their thing as far as album sales, and that's commendable.
Mm,
Because right now everybody's just streaming.
mm. Do you
So
have?
it's like if you can find a way to like monetize your music,
Yeah.
you win it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that
But I
actually makes
actually, you asked how long I did it. Been doing music previous, but I did actually take breaks and just started trying to content create,
yeah.
make reels, and on my comedy thing too.
Okay, so you expand outside of
Yeah,
music. Okay.
yeah.
Do you have any future plans for expanding going forward for the future?
Far as music or just in the other thing,
All the things that you're into.
man, I want to actually. like get in some movies. It don't gotta be big time, but definitely get some acting in,
Hmm.
do some content curation, collab with other like comedy creators,
Okay. Okay.
make reels and skits, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just shoot more videos, making my music videos more like movies.
Uh,
Invest in some money into it.
yeah. Because that was a thing back in the day. Like they made their music videos, but they really felt like movies. You can follow
Yeah,
along with each song and connect. Each one were connected, so that's a good play.
right.
All right, I was,
Making it look good, basically.
yeah, yeah. Do you I said I got this last question. I'm gonna get you out of here on this one. Uh, what advice would you give to someone looking to break into the music industry as an independent specifically?
Um, be confident, have a plan, and only take advice from people that's done what you're doing, or
Mm-hmm.
you or someone you look up to,
Mm-hmm.
and just stay motivated, stay locked in, don't get distracted,
Mm-hmm.
leave them hoes alone,
Mm-hmm.
get your roll on,
Mm-hmm.
your bankroll,
Understood.
and
Understood.
invest in yourself, and
True.
don't depend on no one.
Hmm. Okay. Um, when you have your plan, could you expand on that? What type of plan an independent should have?
Like your strategy on how you get your music out or how you network.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was crazy because me and my the bro was talking last night, like the Jones effect. You heard of that?
Yeah.
Like just little strategies. The Jones effect, like your whole crew. They
Mm-hmm.
just act like you already celebrity. Like, oh man, y'all just came in. Whoopty whoop. Just having little strategies.
Mm-hmm.
And or another one, Nipsey Hussle, he said he read a book. It was
Mm-hmm.
called Contagious, and they was charging like 100 for some cheesesteaks,
Mm.
and he incorporated that with his music, and he sold his CD for 100.
Mm. I
So
didn't
it's
know
like,
that.
yeah, so like just keep expanding and having strategies.
Yeah, that makes
That's what I'm
sense.
on right now.
Yeah.
Even reading books and doing the same thing they did, just trying to incorporate it with what I'm doing.
Okay. Okay. So you were planning to expand, grow the business, make everything your own. That sounds like a good plan.
Sure, for sure.
Do you in the future, do you plan to allow someone in to help you with that process as it grows? Because at some point you may need some help.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And when I say don't depend on nobody, I mean like some things you can get done and you know how to do it, or you can study, do that. So you're not being holding yourself back, waiting on someone.
Yeah.
But you definitely need a team. You do need a team with it. You're
Mhm.
not gonna do it by yourself.
All right. Could
Yeah.
could you could you run down before we leave, could you run down a I guess a small to medium sized team that an independent person should have in the music industry?
The foot the foot crew promoting,
Okay.
and I have your producer,
Mm-hmm.
engineer. Really, that's it. Just all the necessities you need for the music.
Okay. Is there any specific platforms that you use specifically?
All the platforms, but YouTube definitely. Subscribe. Yakaniachaad,
Mm-hmm.
YAKANIACHAAD,
Mm-hmm.
YAKANIACHAAD on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Still on that project. Go to my playlist and click on all the projects you're gonna see.
Okay. Can
Still on
are there any other platforms they can reach you on?
iTunes, Spotify, Pandora. Really all of them, but YouTube what I'm trying to monetize right now. So I'm
Understand.
pushing YouTube still right now.
So everybody, do stop what you're doing now and join the YouTube and click like, subscribe. But that is our show, people. Glad you guys came on. Nice talking with my brother here. Really trying to get on the inside on this industry that he's been in for some time. So I'm glad he had shared with us his insights, his knowledge, and it was nice talking to him. So love y'all and come back.
Hey you guys, Rashida here. You don't know me, but I want to get to know you. Would you like to know my story? See how I go through trial and error to become a great Hadori, alongside Sneakers McGee and Squeezy in the world of micro wars. Fight the good fight. See different perspectives on what it's really like when teenagers get access to superpowers. And no story is complete without the evil Mr. Slim trying to take over our cities. Would you like to join us on our journey? If so, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to us on Facebook and Instagram, Micro Wars. And if you want to cop some fresh merch or even the latest comic, make sure you visit www.mwsstudios.com. And don't forget about our webtoon series as well. We can't wait to meet you guys on the inside. Catch you later.